So we have Will here, who is the GB Programme Director. Thanks for joining us, Will.
No worries.
First of all, how did you get involved in tag rugby?
So I got involved in Tag Rugby and Tag Rugby after having 5 years working as a PE teacher down in London. While I was there, I had the opportunity to go and work on the Rugby Sevens World Series for a couple of years. And it was while doing that I felt that actually to really get what I wanted out of a career in rugby, I needed to look for something outside of education. Found out about Tag Rugby, they were hiring at the time, got involved there, and after a year with TTR, they made me GB Programme Director, so I'm from there.
Fantastic. And what is it that you enjoy about being involved in Tag Rugby?
I think, to me, Tag Rugby is just a fantastic sport for including a whole range of people that probably wouldn't always be attracted to the collision forms of the game, to rugby league, rugby union. The social side is a fantastic draw for the sport. And then for me now, being involved with GB, it's brilliant seeing players that maybe got involved socially or were talented at league or union, but then got an injury that meant they couldn't play that, actually getting to live out their dreams and their aspirations on the top stage for Tag Rugby.
So do you see a lot of players who transition from one to the other?
Yeah, the vast majority of our players will have a background in rugby league or rugby union, and that's obviously important for giving them the core skills that make them successes in this game. But equally, we have a lot of people that maybe if they played hockey or they played football or netball, and they come across, and it's great to then get that mix of different skill sets that really make GB Tag the kind of the quality that it is today.
And what's the difference between what you might consider a mainstream World Cup and then a Tag World Cup?
So obviously your mainstream World Cups, they're broadcast on TV around the world. Everyone knows about them years in advance and gets really excited about them. With Tag being a smaller sport and a growing sport, it's a bit more of a niche market that's aware about the Rugby World Cup. There's even people that play tag that aren't aware of the international scene and the World Cup taking place this year. But obviously we at GBTR and Tag Rugby, and then with the International Tag Federation, are looking to grow the game, get more people aware of it. So hopefully we'll get a good number of people either in Limerick at the University of Limerick this summer for the World Cup in person, or following along on the live streams that we'll have across TTR and Great Britain Tag Rugby social media.
Just to add on as well in regards to your position, so obviously we've spoke previously to a couple of the coaches today. What relationship do you have with those coaches, and what is it that they look for from you?
So I manage the team of coaches that we've got. We're now up to 8 Great Britain teams at the moment, and each of them has 2 or 3 coaches depending on the needs of the team at the moment. So some of them were in post before I took over as GB Programme Director. Some of them I brought on since I've been involved. So it's a case of making sure that they've got everything that they need, that they're able to confidently go to the training sessions that they've got, knowing that the players are going to be there, the pitches are going to be ready, they've got the kit they need. Things like this tournament today and the trials in London next week, ensuring that the players that are coming are registered, they've got all the information about them so that they know they're eligible, know the kind of quality they're going to be looking for. And just keeping things running as smoothly as possible as we go, which is maybe easier said than done sometimes.
And one last thing from me, if you had to say a favourite or pick a favourite for the Tag World Cup, who would it be?
A favourite GB team or a favourite in the World Cup?
Both.
So I mean, look, Australia is the world leader in tag rugby. It's where the game started, and the strength and depth that they've got across all the different categories is incredible. They're the only team that's going to be entering pretty much every category at the World Cup from what we understand at the moment. So that either the actual Australian teams or the heritage nations that get sent over from Australia are going to be kind of the favourites in most categories. However, for GB, I'm targeting our first ever gold medal at the World Cup, and I'd like us to get medals in at least 4 of the 8 categories, which I think is achievable given the progress that we've made since the last World Cup in 2018 and the quality that we have not only with our coaches but the players now coming through into the programme is higher than it's ever been.
I know I said that was my last question, but just because you've given me a really good answer there, I'd like to ask you one more. What are the 8 categories?
So we've got Opens, Seniors, which is 30 plus, and then now we've got some additional ones above that. So in Opens we've got Mixed Women's and Men's, Seniors, Mixed Women's and Men's again. Then last year we brought in a Men's 40s side, and we've just now inaugurated a Women's 35s side. So in each of those you have to turn that age by the end of the World Cup year, by the end of this year, to be eligible for the team.
Brilliant. Thank you for your time.
No worries, thank you.